I'm going to show you the mini album I made with this paper and talk about what I'm going to make next. Hi everyone, this is Debbie from Project 39 Mini Albums talking to you from my RV craft room. We are traveling, but it doesn't mean that I can't continue to craft. A previous customer said, boy, it'd be great if you had a baby girl mini album for the photos for the month. And I had ordered this Welcome Baby paper pad and had a couple of extra sheets of it. So I made a birth through 12 mini album. Now I did use sort of a tutorial of my own, but let me show you the mini album. So here we are. It's a girl. This mini album measures 8.5 by 6.5, and it's got a 2.5-inch spine. There still is lots of room for pictures. To make the cover, I added some paper from another collection I had in my stash just because I was starting to run out, and this sort of is embossed paper, and it was really pretty, and it went with the collection. And then I covered a piece of chipboard with some pink paper. On top of that, put some white cardstock, pink cardstock, this from the collection, some green cardstock, some more pink cardstock, and this 3x4 cut apart that I just rounded the corners. I added a couple of swans that came from the stickers. I didn't want to add flowers or anything two-dimensional here. I just wanted it to be able to, I don't know, I just didn't want it dimensional. Now, I did tell the customer that I think might get it, but I don't know, it might still go in my Etsy shop, that she could just add a photo of the baby girl right here on the front. So let me take you inside. So knowing that when you have a baby, you have a lot of pictures, especially newborn pictures. So I put here, this was actually 2 3x4 cards. This I cut down from another one and laid it on top. So place for important information. This will open like that and open like that. So I think I counted there was room for 18 landscape style photos in this waterfall. There's room for a 4x6 photo here, and I think that was for 4x6, yeah. And this is a little bit bigger to give a little border, or you could cut down a 5x7. And these are open, so you can still tuck things into there. So this will come up, and there's nothing on these pages. As I said, there's room for lots of newborn photos. So they will fit on that waterfall. You could put a photo here too if you wanted to. And one on the other side of this if you wanted to. I probably wouldn't. But anyhow, so that closes and that closes. And then just because we wanted to make sure there was room for portrait style pictures, I have this little folder flap waterfall with room for, I think it's 8 pictures. There's 4 there, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, 8 pictures. So, and then as a closure, I did use the ribbon here, knowing that once you add the pictures, that'll get just a little chunky. So that is room for the pictures. So I will link the mini album tutorial that I used. Again, it's my own tutorial. I made the base and then decided, you know what, I need some more pages. So what I did is I just added a page flap to the front of page 1 and to the back of page 5. And I think I added an extra page. I think that one tutorial that I followed was only 3 pages. It still had a lot, but I added an extra page and flaps to 2 pages, if that makes any sense to you. So for the first month, this is open, so you can add your 4x6 photo here. This is for a 4x5 photo. I did trim it down a little bit, but usually you've got room on the side, and then this will open like that, just room for journaling. And again, just in case you need more room for baby photos, I added some inserts into some pockets. Not all of them. There's 5 inserts, but there should be more than enough room for a baby's first year. Month 3 has a photo mat. And of course, you don't have to keep the photo mats where I put them. You can move them around in case you need more room for photos. And I just have a little folder here for baby. And then this opens like that, gives you room here. So this insert, or this flap, is 7.5 by 5.5. So you could put a 5x7 photo there if you wanted to, or you can put a 4x6 photo or a 5x7 photo there. Month 5, this will come down. This photo mat goes up, and this will come across. So again, room for a 5x7 photo if you want, and either a small one here or even a little bit bigger. This is open to tuck it in. Wait, is that how I wanted to do it? Yeah, probably, or maybe not. I don't know. It could go either way. All right, 6 months, this goes up. This comes out, so 4x6 photo there, and then this comes up. So a 4x6 photo, 4x6 photo. I did do some paper piecing because I wasn't sure if I had enough paper. So I had one paper collection. So this has 12 double-sided papers, and I had 2 extra sheets, and it was the month sheets, which was really this green page, which was good because I needed some extra by the time it's all said and done. All right, that goes like that goes like that, or however you want to do it. And again, the insert there. Month 7, this opens like this. And I did use some Echo Park cardstock. It didn't necessarily go with the collection, but it worked, didn't it? So room there for a photo. Again, these journaling cards or cut-aparts, whatever you want to call them, you can put a photo on the back. I mean, you really could even cover that if you wanted to. And you can put them anywhere in the book that you need extra room for photos. These are just tuck spots, so you could put your photo here and just tuck it into there. So there is month 7. For 8 months, there is another photo mat. Now you can see where I needed all that extra paper, huh? And then this is a 3x4 cut apart. It's a 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 photo, so you could add more 3x4 photos in there. This comes up. This makes a little tuck spot here. I put some powder on the sticker so you can make it a tuck spot. And then here that'll open, and that'll open there as well. It really was pretty paper. I really enjoyed working with it. You know, I do a lot of baby albums, but I like to use different paper all the time. It just makes it interesting. All right, for 9 months, we have another little flap, and this opens, giving you lots of room to put photos. So there's a photo mat. Here I'm starting to piece some more paper together just to stretch it a little bit. But I love this bright pink color. I thought that was really pretty. 10 months, so I did this kind of flap. And again, here's another flap that I added just to get an extra page. 11 months, it's just simply tucked into there. 12 months. So you would think, okay, 12 months, why don't you do a lot of pictures for 12 months? Because here's a photo mat. I saved for a baby's first year, thinking you might have a 1-year-old birthday party, another one of these, which gives you room for 8 photos. So even though I added stickers here, you don't need to worry about them. You just add photos right over the stickers, or you can remove them with a blow dryer maybe on warm heat to release the adhesive. So there is that. And then, as I do in a lot of mini albums, I made a large pocket in the back. You could add a photo here, or maybe this is where you're going to put the print of the baby's footprints from the hospital. But inside there is extra photo mats, and there is this cut apart which has the name, date of birth, first bath, smile, laugh, food, first tooth, first crawl, and first steps. And again, room to put photos on the back, and room for the pocket to put any photos or any other mementos you might have that don't fit in the book. I liked how this page came together. I hadn't used this paper yet in the book, and it sort of coordinates with the flowers here, but just to add a little extra interest, I put a couple of strips of paper, the white and then a light green from my collection, and then 5 rows of just some thin twine, and added a sticker on top. It just sort of gave it a little impact there. Added a little texture to that. And then the back, I just added a sticker, hello baby girl, and it's a girl there, and there we go. So that is it. Again, I don't have a new tutorial. I do have a tutorial on how I made the cover. Well, I think the cover might actually be even a totally different tutorial, but how to make the basic pages, and then I added to it. I still owe a tutorial for September. I said I would make one for folio, so I'm going to do it. So the next paper I'm going to use, just because I was asked to do some fall books. So I had half a collection because I used the paper for something else, and I had a full collection. So 1.5 collections of sweater weather will be next. I'm just planning on making some quick little books. Maybe even put for sale at the campground that I'm at, because people ask, well, what do they look like? So it's fall here in Vermont. Leaves are changing, and it is indeed sweater weather. So stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications so you see when I make this next project. So again, thanks so much for watching, and have a fabulous day.